Ancient Animal Absurdity 2026. Battle number 6. Basilosaurus versus Megalodon. It is a dark and stormy night in the Western Interior Sea. A hurricane out in the Atlantic Ocean has spiraled its way up North America through the Seaway. The storm has lost some of its destructive power by the time it has reached Proto-Alberta, but it is still creating huge swells and torrential rain. The storm has caught the mother Basilosaurus and her calf by surprise. They had been out in the deep water, hunting schools of fish, and now the mother is making a hasty beeline for the relative safety of the coast. Her week-old calf, however, is struggling to breathe, the huge swells buffering his little body every time he tries to surface, and the waves crashing over his blowhole when he does. His mother can help him a little, but she knows the situation is perilous. Beneath them, a pair of huge black eyes watches, unblinking. The Megalodon can sense the mother's distress as she circles slowly beneath the pair. At 18 meters long, the shark is huge, but the Basilosaurus is just as big, almost 19 meters from snout to tail fluke. The Megalodon has no interest in attacking the adult whale, but she is very interested in the calf. The shark bides her time, waiting for a moment when the mother and calf become separated. The stormy sky and turbulent water mean that it is hard to see, so the Megalodon relies on her powerful sense of smell and ability to detect underwater vibrations. It doesn't take long for her to sense just the right moment when the calf is buffeted away from her mother by the force of the waves. With a powerful swish of the tail, the shark torpedoes from the depths at a terrifying speed, hurtling towards her quarry. She's not quite swift enough though, and the mother whale sees her. The Basilosaurus swiftly inserts herself between her calf and the Megalodon, twisting her long, sinuous body into something huge and impenetrable. The Megalodon strikes, sinking her teeth into the whale's flipper. Blood blossoms into the water, and the whale twists and rolls, snapping at the Megalodon with her 15-centimeter-long teeth. As they grapple together, the powerful waves push the pair towards the coast. Suddenly, the Megalodon's heavy body slams into something solid, and she finds she's unable to move. Mud and silt cloud the water around her as she lets go of the whale and thrashes about, trying to free herself. Too late, she understands what has happened. They have run up against a sandbar along one of the offshore islands that border the Western Interior Sea. The Basilosaurus has also managed to become beached, and she is twisting her sinuously body around in the shallow water, trying to escape. Unlike the Megalodon, however, she is able to breathe. The water is just shallow enough that her blowhole can breach the surface, the air supplying oxygen to her lungs as she struggles. The Megalodon, however, is in a dire situation. Sharks need to move for water to flow through their gill slits and across their gills. Stuck fast in mud and silt, the shark grows weaker as she flails ineffectively, trying to drive her huge, heavy body off the sandbar. With one final, desperate squirm of her eel-like body, the mother Basilosaurus manages to free herself from the sandbar and wriggles her way back to the deeper water and her relieved calf. The tide is going out. Soon the Megalodon will be left high and dry, stranded on the sandbar, where she will remain until her lifeless body is buried by the next tide. Basilosaurus wins.